Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a day in my life as a teacher. As you guys see today, I'm just kind of taking you along with me through like a typical day in my life. These were my favorite videos to watch whenever I was in college and like studying how to be a teacher, and all I wanted to do was just see what like an actual teacher's day in the life was like. So I'm really excited to kind of just like show you guys a typical day in the life and just kind of explain my schedule better, because I feel like I talk a lot and we talk a lot about school and like things that we're doing, but I never just like show you my day from like morning till end of the school day. Now I've showed you guys my like makeup routine and like morning routine 100,000 times, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, go watch some of my past morning routine videos. That's the only reason why I didn't put it in this morning, just because you guys have seen it a million times. I wake up at 6 o'clock on the dot, do my makeup, all of that jazz, and I'm usually out the door within like 35-40 minutes. Like, I don't waste my time in the morning. I like to sleep in as long as I can. Like, I savor every single second of sleep, and then I get up and I can do my makeup honestly in 10 minutes. Like, it's super quick for me. I always set my outfit out the night before, which reminds me I need to show you. Of course, gotta do a little outfit of the day. Wearing the cutest shacket. This is from the White Hanger Boutique. I love it so much. I love the length, that it's long enough that it covers your booty, and I love just pairing it with a pair of leggings. It's the most comfortable outfit. Wearing a pair of boots. It's been really warm in Missouri lately, but today, for some reason, the temperature's like way dropping and it's going down to like 40 degrees today, so I just wanted to be really warm. And then the cutest lanyard, I've showed this before, but if you're new here, I got this lanyard sent to me from Mario's Beads over on Instagram. It is the cutest lanyard. It has my name, it says 2nd grade on it. It's just so cute. So yeah, got to school today at 7 o'clock. Around 7 o'clock is usually what time I like to get to school. Just come on in, as you guys saw, set everything down, turn on the lights, just get a couple things ready for the day. Nothing crazy. I don't have like a ton to do in the mornings, which is nice because I can just get here and kind of chill for a few minutes until my kids get here, because you guys know if you're a teacher, it's like you need a couple minutes to yourself to like collect your thoughts before all the kids come running in. Show you a bit around my classroom if you're new here, if you're curious. Our classrooms are pretty good sizes, and I do have a classroom tour which I'll have linked. Don't mind our kids' cubbies are a bit messy right now. I'm just showing you guys like a brief overview, and don't mind all of the falling posters, guys. It's almost April. It's the end of the school year. Things are just falling apart, but this is the gist of my classroom. This is my favorite little wall. It's full of just little mementos from all of my kids. Now, obviously I can't show you guys like too much during the day. That's why I get requests all the time, like, can you show us like you teaching and stuff like that? And I know like that would be awesome if I could just like film all my lessons and stuff like that, but for obvious privacy reasons, I can't just be like posting everything that I do in the classroom, and I especially cannot be posting my kids. So I hope you guys understand. That's why it's sometimes hard for me to get a lot of footage whenever I'm in the classroom, and plus when I'm teaching. Like, I'm not filming. I'm not like worried about that. It's an all-time consuming, mind-consuming job. So when you're teaching, like, there's really nothing else that you can be multitasking, because you have to have your full attention on the class at all times for like 7-8 hours straight. So that's why I don't get too much footage, but I am going to explain like my entire schedule to you guys and just everything that we do throughout the day, and maybe get like some clips here and there. So like I said, I get here around 7. My kids walk in at 7:20, which is in like 1 minute, so I'm about to go let them in. But the very first thing I do, as you guys saw, is I get my lesson plan. They're about to be I get my lesson plans out of my 10 drawer or 15 drawer cart, and I lesson plan for the entire week on Thursdays. So last Thursday I lesson planned for this entire week, and if you guys are interested in hearing more how I lesson plan, I broke it down to like as simple terms as I could in a past video, which I'll have linked right here if you guys are interested in watching that as well. But like I said, I have everything pretty much ready to go, so I just pull it out of my drawers, put it on my table, and that's it. That's why I really don't have much to do in the mornings, which is so nice. But I gotta go let my kiddos in, see these mornings they move quick, they're crazy. So gonna let my kids in and then I'll check in with you guys soon.
Treat people the way I want to be treated. I will do my best and let the teachers worry about the rest.
Hands on top.
Having fun.
Voices off. Eyes on me. Hands on top of your head. All right, I need a table to come over to the carpet this morning to show the rest of the class how it's done. What does it look like and sound like to come over to the carpet? Earn that extra point today. We need 5 more, right? 5 more. Easy peasy. We can get those 5 today. Let's do our best, okay? Table 5, come on over to the carpet. Show us what that looks like. Table 3, come on over. Thank you for sitting so quietly. It is currently lunchtime, so been a second since I've been able to come on here and talk to you, but my days move pretty quick and I don't have a lot of time, but thought I would update you on what we've done so far. So as you guys saw, we did our morning routine. So every single morning the kids come in, and we are a Title I school, so we have free breakfast and lunch for our kiddos. And so they have breakfast carts out in the hallway. They go and they grab their breakfast, they come in, they sit down, and we have about 15 minutes for breakfast time. So for the first 10 minutes, I let my kids usually just sit down, talk, socialize while they eat their breakfast. But it gets pretty loud pretty quick. Like, even though it's only 7 in the morning, their energy levels start rising. So we always do a 5-minute silent breakfast, which I actually got this idea from one of my teammates who he's been teaching for years and years, and he did this last year, and I was like, wow, I really love that idea because it kind of starts your day off on a good note. So we do a 5-minute silent breakfast for the last 5 minutes of our morning routine. So they come in, they socialize for a little bit, get it out of their systems, and then they sit down and we have a silent breakfast. So I tell them that just to turn away from everybody, don't worry about anyone around you, focus on eating your breakfast, because half the time they're too busy wanting to talk to their friends, they're not even eating. So I tell them to focus on eating their breakfast, throw their trash away. If they finish with a few minutes left, they're welcome to grab a book, they can rest their head for a little bit, but I tell them to start getting in school mode. So they need to start thinking about how they want to start their day, and this is just a really great way for them to kind of like get in that school mindset, and it works really well. Usually starts our day on a much calmer note than if they were to just like be chatting into the start of our day. So that's usually what we do in the beginning. I didn't obviously get any clips of that because my kids are just in here eating. And then as you guys saw, we do our morning announcements. So our principal and assistant principal, they film these awesome morning announcements, and I show that up on our smart board. And then we do some class like callbacks, some different school-wide chants that we do in the morning, as you guys saw. Our Pledge of Allegiance, and then we come on over to the carpet. So during our morning routine, I call over one table at a time, as you guys saw, to come sit on the carpet, and then we do our little morning routine. We go over the calendar, days of the week, weather, and then we have a share time. Usually I only have time for like half the class to share, so I do the other half of the class the next day. Last year I used to do like topics of the day that we would like share about. This year I just say share what's ever on your mind, and kids always have something on their mind, so they always have something they want to share. And I usually let them share for just like 1 or 2 minutes, and then I move on to the next friend. And they love share time. It's like their favorite part of the morning. So that's what we do to start off our mornings, and then I have them go back to their tables. We have math. First thing in the morning, we have math at 8 o'clock, and we essentially just start off at our tables, and I do a whole group lesson on the board. We do a little practice together. It totally depends on the day. Some days they have their math journals out, some days they have their whiteboards out, and they're working with me as I teach up on the board. And then sometimes we move into stations where some of them will be at their tables, some of them will be doing hands-on work, some of them will come to my back table and work with me. I like to pull some of my lower kids during math time to work on what we did like the previous day and kind of just like review with them before I send them off to do anything else. Today we did some work on our happy numbers, which if you guys are not familiar with happynumbers.com, I talk about it all the time. Could not rave about it enough. I love happy numbers so much. Basically with my class, they have been doing happy numbers since September when we started this very school year. Happy numbers is the first and best individualized and differentiated differentiated online math instruction that adjusts to the level of each student. It has content with the best instructional value with deep conceptual understanding that is achieved by using solid, time-tested pedagogy and research. And the outcome of using it is growth for all students, even those who are below grade level. Personally, for me, as you guys saw in those clips, it is so fun for the kids and so engaging for the kids, and that's been a game changer when it comes to math, because when my kids came in at the beginning of the school year, they just didn't have the best work ethic. And so for me, I was like, okay, I need to find something that's fun for them, that really engages them and gets them into learning math. So when I came across happynumbers.com, I was so excited, and my kids just love it so much. It's going to feel like they're playing a game when you know that they're actually getting down to real concepts. You can track your students' progress as well, and you'll be able to give them really good one-on-one attention that you might not have time for in the classroom. And above all, you're helping them build their confidence with math, which is something I know that I struggled with growing up. And Happy Numbers is free to try. You guys need to try it out for yourself. For me personally, starting in September all the way to now, nearing the end of the school year, I really would attribute a lot of my students' growth in math to Happy Numbers, because we do it almost every day, if not every other day. It's something that they can practice at home, they can practice in the classroom, whether you're an online teacher, at-home mom helping teach your kids math. This is a tool that can be used for everybody, and since they have an online platform that you can see what your students or class is doing, it really helps you keep track of your students' progress as a class and their individual progress. At the beginning of the year, they took an online test. It was like a 20-question test, really quick and easy, but the students, it set them on their own pathway. So depending on how they did and scored on the test, maybe some of my lower kids, it set them on a pathway that's more first grade instruction. Some of my higher kids, they did so well, it may have set them on their own path in the third or fourth grade level instruction pathway. And that's really great because it differentiates for the entire class. So it really helps me out, because I know I have some classmates that need some higher level work, some classmates that need that lower level work, and this really helps me differentiate and reach their needs. I've also used it during small group, I've used it during whole group sessions, we use it during stations. You can really use it and utilize it however you want during your class time. It's just been so amazing, and I just want to share about it to every single teacher, every single mom, every single online teacher out there, just so you can give it a shot. And like I said, it's free to try. I'll have Happy Numbers linked down in the description box below if you guys are interested in checking out happynumbers.com. I will always use it to help supplement my math instruction. So after math, we did reading. So reading today, we did our reading stations, which we did our daily pick 4. So when we do our daily pick 4, they have an option between read to self, read with a partner, writing work, or listen to reading on their iPads, which they really love, just having those choices. And I set a 15-minute timer, and then they go at it. We've been practicing enough throughout the year that they've gotten really good at it, and they can kind of set their own pace. They know that in 15 minutes they're going to have to move on to another different rotation, and yeah, I think we've really gotten in the hang of doing those rotations this year. So that is something I could not recommend more, is coming up with some sort of choice, free choice, or stations, rotations for your reading time. Now it's going on 11:30, just eating my lunch. I gotta go pick my kids up at 11:50, take them to specials, and then I have another 45 minutes for my plan time. So sometimes I eat my lunch during my plan time if I don't feel like I have enough time to get back to my classroom during my lunch period, since it's only 25 minutes. But today I felt like I had enough time. So just eating some chicken and broccoli today, and trying to keep it healthy, you guys. But gonna finish eating my meal, and then in like 15 minutes I'm gonna go pick up my kids. Okay, so we had a fun surprise today, and I guess it was sprinkling outside, so we had indoor recess, which means the kids come back to the classroom for recess time. So they got brought back here, which means my lunch time, which usually I get like 15 minutes of lunch, and then I get somewhere between 10-15 minutes of recess time. I did not get that today, so I had to basically eat my lunch while also like delegating and making sure everybody was doing the right thing during recess, which is always so much fun. So I just dropped my kids off. It's 11:50, so they go to specials, which I did get some comments on my last video or a few videos ago asking me what specials are. If you, I mean, honestly, if you live outside of the US, sometimes I think you guys call them something different. So when I say specials, I just mean they have PE, music, art, or media, which is like iPads and computers and technology. So every single day for about 45 minutes, they go to specials and they have one of those. So we call them A, B, C, or D days, and they rotate between those 4. So that's really nice because that's my plan time, which I know some teachers don't even get plan time during the day, which is just crazy to me. But we get about 45 minutes of plan time usually. Sometimes we have meetings, sometimes we have things to do, but a lot of the time I'll have this 45 minutes in my classroom just to take care of anything that I need to get done. I already ate my lunch, which is great because sometimes I end up doing that during plan time, but I already ate my lunch. Now I have a meeting actually in about 15 minutes, not really school related. I'm meeting a Zoom meeting with a brand that I'm working with for a YouTube video. So that'll be really fun to hop on there and talk to them. I pretty much just find any free time in my day to like do my side job, which is social media. So all of this stuff that I'm doing, it's like I have to squeeze it in, but my full-time job obviously is still teaching, which I do Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. About to hop on that meeting. Then I have a phone call scheduled at 12:30 about a house that we're going to look at soon, which if you are new to my channel, my boyfriend Kyle and I were moving to St. Louis at the end of the school year, and we are currently in the process of house hunting. So I've been on Zillow for pretty much the last year, but specifically the last week, like all day every day, and we're trying so hard to find a house that we love, and I found one that I really like. So I'm hopping on with the realtor to talk about going to view it in person this weekend, which will be so fun. We have like I think like 6 houses right now scheduled to go see on Saturday, which to me that's just like my ideal way to spend a day. Honestly, Kyle and I both, we love like everything about house hunting and like design, interior design, houses, everything. And so we sometimes spend our time, like our free time on the weekends, driving around looking at houses. Like we'll Zillow some like cool neighborhoods around us and we'll literally just drive around for hours looking at houses. So this is like an ideal weekend for us to go actually look at houses for us to move into, not just like dream houses to go look at. Okay, you guys, it is the end of the day. I am just now getting in my car and it's actually going on 3:40. We had a brief staff meeting after school. We have a staff meeting about once a month and we just all gather. You guys don't need a description of what a staff meeting is. You meet with all of the staff in the school. But if you are studying to be a teacher and you're curious, you know what goes on, a lot of different things go on. Like today they're talking about a bunch of different things. We're having a STEAM night coming up, just like any like activities or occasions coming up. We talk about, sometimes we have like the leadership team or different committees in the school will present about something, or we have MAP testing coming up. So they let all the kindergarten through 2nd grade teachers leave, and the 3rd, 4th, and 5th teachers had to stay because MAP testing is 3rd and up. So that was nice that I got to leave. But it was actually really cool. We had a visit from our school. Our district superintendent came to talk to everybody and introduce himself because he's new. So that was really cool getting to meet him, and he gave like a little speech about how he got started in education, and it was just like a feel-good story. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little day in my life as a teacher from morning till end of the day. Tried to fit in as much detail as I could because I know I lack that sometimes in some of my videos and some of my more like chatty vlogs. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up and I'll make more videos like this one. And other than that, I will see you guys in my next video.